Hey there. Long time no video from me. I'm very aware of that fact. But kind of in thinking about that is how I actually came along with the idea for this little series that I'm going to start doing. So this series is going to be called Infodumps with Pichu. For those who don't know, I'm Pichu. It's the name of the channel, Pichu Thoughts, you know. Pichu Thoughts, it's... Anyway, so I'm Pichu, and this is Infodumps with Pichu, where basically the reasoning behind it is there are a lot of videos that I've wanted to make, and there are a lot of videos that I've started making in terms of like scripting and stuff, but I found that throughout the scripting process is kind of where these videos came to a kind of like a halt, I guess, either from lack of motivation to carry on the script, or the more that I type, the more it just doesn't feel right anymore, or I change my mind on topics. So what I have decided to do is this series, where basically none of it is at all scripted. I haven't planned anything out other than specific topics that I want to talk about. And what I'm thinking of doing in this series, but may be subject to change, is recording them all within a shortish time span, so within maybe like a week or so, and then uploading one a day. So far I have 14 topics, so that'd be one a day for 2 weeks, basically, to be uploaded. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, so that's probably what's gonna happen. But yeah, so that's just a little overview of what Infodumps with Pichu is actually gonna be. I mean, you've seen the terrible thumbnail, but I kind of like it, because none of this is actually going to be scripted. This is all just going to be off the top of my head, basically, for topics that I'm interested in and want to talk about. I decided that creating some like crazy good thumbnail doesn't really fit, so I've gone for that background that I used way back for my Black Ops 6 video, the pay to win one, which I'm still proud of that video. I still like that video. So if you're interested in that, you can go check it out. But yeah, so I've just used that simple background, written on top of it like little snippets of what the videos are going to be, added a couple pictures, and then it's just going to be a very homemade, down to earth, just like, I'm going to talk about my interests, and if anyone wants to listen, then they can just sit and watch and listen, you know? Maybe learn something new along the way as well. So yeah, that is what this is going to be. Like I said, none of it is scripted, so prepare for a lot of nonsense and potentially some incorrect things, but I'm not anticipating that I'm gonna really say anything that I'm not sure of within this series. But it's an info dump, right? And the thing with a lot of my videos is I've always been like, I don't think anybody would want to watch this content. Who is interested in this topic enough to watch some stranger yap about it for however many minutes, right? But with this series, I've kind of decided that, like, it's an info dump. Like, you don't, well, I don't anyway, when info dumping to my friends and telling them all about all of my different interests and stuff, there are certain friends where I don't really feel that hesitance to actually discuss these sort of things with them, like, especially because they're always sort of there to listen as well. So I kind of want this series to be like that. So that's kind of the mindset I'm going into with it, is if nobody watches it and nobody cares, who gives a shit? Because it's ultimately me info dumping, right? I'm not making it to be really good content. I'm not making like an insane deep dive on any topic I'm going to talk about. It's just things that I like, and sort of just an opportunity for me to talk about them. Enough of that sort of explaining what this series is going to be, with it being the first episode. Today, I want to talk to you about something that has been plaguing my mind, not in a bad way, in like a good way, for the past maybe month and a half, maybe 2 months. I couldn't tell you the exact time frame actually, but it is a J-pop group called HANA. Now, I wanted to stray away from making YouTube videos about J-pop stuff, because obviously I did the Sakabichi one, and that was, you know, a lot of talking about something that I'm not really interested in anymore. But then, this J-pop group, HANA, has just completely brought me back to kind of that that J-pop fan place, but only really for them specifically. So yeah, I'll give you a little bit of a rundown of the group, and then I'll talk about sort of the things that I've been thinking about and the parts of them as a group that really stick out to me. So first of all, HANA was formed on a survival show which is all on YouTube with English subs, called No No Girls. So watch it. There should be a playlist that I can link in the description for that as well, for all the episodes if you are curious and haven't seen it yet. But I don't know why anyone would click on this if they didn't know who HANA were. But anyway, yeah, so they were formed on a survival show called No No Girls, where the premise of the show was their sort of overall producer, Chanmina, who, if you don't know who Chanmina is, you need to. Like, give up on this video, go research about Chanmina, because she is insane. Her music is incredible. I listen to I'm Not Okay on a daily basis, at least 5 times a day. So go check out Chanmina. Her performances are insane. So she decided that she wants to produce a group. And what she wanted the concept for this group to be is the premise of No No Girls. So no. So being told no. Whether that be by people within the industry, whether it be their, like, family, whether it be even, like, themselves. If they just have said to themselves, like, I'm too insecure about this and that, I could never, like, actually go ahead with this. So that's very much the premise of No No Girls, was for Chanmina to find these aspiring artists, because that's what they are, right? When you look at it from a Chanmina lens, she's not an idol, really. She's a lot more than an idol, let's say. And she's not just a singer. She's not, like, she's an artist. So she was looking for people who are also like that, who have struggled in actually making their own way into the industry, because that's sort of what Chanmina experienced herself. She faced a lot of struggles with, like, being told no because of her appearance, because of her weight, things like that. So she basically wanted to give these people, these aspiring idols and artists, the opportunity to display their talents and then potentially make it into the final group, which is HANA. So yeah, that's sort of the premise of No No Girls. Some of the songs on there absolutely slap. Like, obviously NG, which is the Chanmina song that they kind of used as the song for the show. They did some really good performances of that. Also Tiger, which they ended up releasing. Drop as well, which was their pre-debut single. So I really do recommend watching No No Girls. But anyway, so from No No Girls, the group HANA was formed. HANA meaning flower in Japanese, with sort of the premise of, them being in this group, being them finally getting the chance to sort of bloom into like the flowers, right? So yeah, HANA is the name of the group, sort of written in English, HANA, as you'll see in the title. But yeah, the meaning being flower. So yeah, they've really actually gone into that with, especially with Burning Flower, but we'll get to their music in a bit. So from No No Girls, we got the 7-member group HANA, the 7 members being, and I really apologise for my pronunciation on this. So the 7 members are Jisoo, who is from Korea, but speaks English and Japanese as well. She's insanely talented and really pretty too. Then you've got Momoka, who was on Produce 101 Japan The Girls. Anyone who knows. I was a massive watcher of Produce 101 Japan The Girls. Did know her. Remember her from that really bad, what's that performance? I can't remember what the song's called, but it's that, like, collab one where it was, like, Aimer, I think, and a few other people. And she did it with Kokoro and the one who was wearing the ugly Crocs, and then the one that I found really insufferable. But anyway, that performance was so bad that I liked her before that, and then it took until Toxic after that for me to be like, oh, okay, I'm back on board with her, because that was just such a bad performance, in my opinion. But yeah, so she was on Produce 101 Japan The Girls. There was also another contestant on No No Girls who was also on the show. Can't remember her name, I'm sorry, that's my bad. And then you've got, I'm going to say this one wrong because my brain wants to say it a certain way, Chika? I think I'm saying that right, because my brain wants to go chica, as in like Five Nights at Freddy's, but obviously that's not how you don't pronounce it. It's like chica, chica. I think it's like a shorter. I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese. My bad. But you get what I'm trying to say. She's awesome. I'm obsessed with her. Her vocals, beyond belief. And then you've got, okay, so hold on. You've got Jisoo, Momoko, Chika. Then you've got Naoko. I love Naoko. She's a lot more on the quiet side, actually. She's not, I'd say a majority of them are very loud. Even the introverts are quite loud. But Naoko is just like, she's always just kind of there in the corner going, this is Mayuge, you know. If you get it, you get it, you know. This is Mayuge. If you get it, you get it. If you've watched their music video reactions, then that. I can't stop saying that, honestly. It's almost like a vocal stem. This is Mayuge. Anyway, so yeah, there's Naoko. She's really talented too. She's a really good singer, and she's a really good dancer. And she's really pretty, so winning all around. Then you've got Koharu, who is an insane dancer, but in a very different style to Naoko. And then Koharu is also the sort of like the vibe. She's always just smiling, laughing, cracking jokes, saying weird shit. I love her. I would say her and Momoko are definitely my favourites in the group, but like that's not to say that I like them significantly more than the others. They're just the two that I kind of gravitate towards. And then you've got Yuri, who is... she's kind of more on the chill vibe too, but she will join in on the chaos quite a lot as well. She is the originator of the Mayuge, if you know, if you've seen those videos of theirs. But yeah, so she's really cool. She's really pretty too. She was a big part of her and Jisoo, a big part of the Blue Jeans music video. And then the youngest member of the group, Mahina, who is... have I done all 7? Hold on. Jisoo, Yuri, Mahina. Yeah, that's all 7. Yeah, she's the youngest. She's a tiny little baby, in my opinion. I'm 23. I'm kind of a bit old now, like, being born in 2002 in this economy is crazy. But yeah, so, in my eyes, she's, like, very, like, little sister, and I think they all 100% see her that way as well. Like, they take such good care of her, it's really sweet to see, actually. But yeah, so she's the youngest of the group. She originally was eliminated from No No Girls, but then Chanmina was like, I think you'd be a good rapper, please can you rap for me, and then... I might be able to bring you back in and then we see how you do. And that's exactly what happened. She rapped, it was incredible. And then she made it through the rest of the show from there and then debuted in HANA. So yeah, but she's also really good at dancing too. She's kind of just everything, really. So we love her as well. So yeah, that's like a little just sort of brief rundown of the members of the group and how they were formed. So now I want to talk about what I really want to talk about, which is the music. Oh, by the way, do you like my bracelet? It says Jet, which is my name. My little cousins made it for me a long time ago, and I've just always worn it. But anyway, what was I talking about? The music. Yeah, Hannah's music changing my life. Ignore the cough, I apologise for that. Hannah's music is changing my life, genuinely. So, the pre-debut single, Drop, that is basically just them redoing it as the finalised group, because it was a performance that they did in 2 different teams on No No Girls, and then they've just kind of chosen the parts for like a HANA version. I honestly, this might be kind of crazy to say, I think I low-key like one of the No No Girls' performances of Drop as much as I like the HANA version of Drop. I wouldn't say I like it more than the HANA version, but I like it probably about as equally. And that was, I can't remember if they were Group A or Group B, or Team A, Team B, whichever way that they did it. But it was the one with Jisoo, Mahi, Koharu, and Momoko, I think. And then the other girl. I can't remember what her name was, but she didn't make it into the group. So yeah. But I really liked their performance of it too. I really liked after Jisoo did like her chorus part and then she goes, Mahi! And then Mahina does her part. I really like that. I think that's really cool. Maybe I'll insert a clip of it. I think I probably did insert the clip there. But yeah, so I really like that performance of Drop from No No Girls. But obviously the HANA version is beautiful. It's so good. I love the bit. I will say the Naoko part, the I do not give it, I do not, baby, I'm super top. Naoko does that better than anyone who had that part on No No Girls. So respect to Naoko for that one, because that line just gets stuck in my head on a loop over and over again. To be fair, me and my friend Sharky, who, shout out Sharky, he's awesome, he actually let me info dump to him and show him a bunch of HANA like music videos and performances and stuff, so shout out Sharky. You're probably not going to watch this, but shout out to you anyway. Him and I, when I showed him the Drop music video, and he heard the lyrics of like, I'm a top, 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 and then the baby, I'm super top, he had a little laugh with that one, so I gotta throw that in as well. It's a good one for the English speaking gays. Let's just say that much. But yeah, so that's Drop, and then they officially debuted with Rose, which, holy shit, for a debut song, that's mental. It's probably the best debut song of all time. Like J-pop, K-pop, C-pop, pop. Like, the best debut song of all time is probably Rose by HANA. Like, the music video is insane, the song is insane, the choreo is insane, they're dancing in the mud. Like, it's beyond belief, really. Like, genuinely, I just don't even know how Chamina thought of, like, and the other people who work on HANA music and music videos and such, but I don't know how they came up with this insane song, music video, concept, sound. Like, if you ask a lot of people what their favourite HANA song is, I think maybe until Bad Love, a lot of them would have said Rose, and a lot of them probably will still say Rose. Like, I know that's Sharky's favourite, and I showed him every song, but he absolutely adored Rose. For me, I adore it, but I wouldn't say it's my favourite, but it's definitely, like, one of the best songs I've ever heard, genuinely. And then released with Rose was Tiger, which was a song that they created on No No Girls, and that song is also really good. I would say it's probably my least favourite HANA song, just because, I don't know, I feel like the No No Girls versions, there was a lot of people in those performances, so I feel like they got quite messy. And when I, even now, sort of listening to the HANA version, I still kind of, you don't kind of like, I haven't lost that sense of messiness that I associate with the song yet. But it is a very good song. I know that Sharky said that he really liked it when I showed it to him. So it is a really good song. And when I say it's my least favourite, that doesn't mean I don't like it, because it is, I do really enjoy it, and I'll listen, like, to just their whole discography. I don't skip it or anything. But yeah, I would say that one's not one of the best ones. For that one, there isn't a music video or anything, it's just they've uploaded, like, a dance practice. But the chair choreo is very, very good. So I recommend watching for even just the chair choreo alone. That's a really good performance. And they also had that, there's that one performance of it on their YouTube channel where they start out and they're just with standing mics, and then I can't remember who starts off the song, but they just start belting it. I'm like, oh, this is cinema. Pure cinema. But yeah, so highly recommend that performance of Tiger as well. And then following that, they released Burning Flower, which is maybe, it's in my top 2 HANA songs for sure. Something about it, it's just like it's like a baddie anthem, right? Like, it's just very, like, I mean, the lyrics are, you know, I'm the hardest one tonight. I don't know how I'm gonna cut that out. Maybe I'll just leave it in. But yeah, you know, the lyrics are very talking about, like, self-confidence and being the hottest one, and, you know, being like, we make music, you know, that's one of the Chica parts. where she's like banging on the sand. Oh, the music video for Burning Flower. There's this one part near the end of Momoka where I'm just like, I wish I had a pride flag, just to really show my adoration of the moment. In fact, actually, if I look on my phone, I think I actually do have it screen recorded. So I do have it screen recorded. I unfortunately do actually have the part screen recorded. So it's this part when she's just in the pool, and like, oh, like when I showed the music video to Sharky, that's a gay man, and he was like, "Wow, she looks really good there." I'm like, she's even got the gay men being like, "Damn," if that tells you anything. So love that part of Burning Flower, but just the whole music video and the whole song. I wish that Jisoo had more within it, but obviously I know that like within HANA's releases there are songs that suit the different members of the group to varying degrees. So yeah, I'll get into that once I've explained all the songs. But yeah, so Burning Flower. And then following Burning Flower was, how many have I talked about? Because they have 6 songs as of me filming this. They've got a 7th song coming out later this month. They've got Drop, Rose, Tiger, Burning Flower. Okay, yeah, so 2 more to talk about. The next song they released was Blue Jeans, which is a more chill song for them. It's still kind of got like a bit of like a nice like band sound to it, which is really, really cool. But yeah, that's a lot more of like a chill vibe. And the music video for that one is sadly for the straights, which like is okay. You know, I'm not going to discriminate against straight people. Like, that's okay. You have your love stories, that's okay. Not like there's billions out there. When I get to talking about NMIX, that's going to be a fun topic to come back to. But anyway, beyond that point. Yeah, so that song, I didn't like it as much as I do now initially. I think I just wasn't prepared for them to be more like low-key. Like when you think about HANA, you think about like the belting, the power, you think about the choreo, you think about all of that. But then in Blue Jeans it's just very stripped back, and it's just a lot more like chill. Gives them time to just kind of feel the emotions of the song in a different way. A bit more vulnerable for sure. So I just love that. Like that song is just, it's really grown on me. It's become a song that I absolutely adore now. And then their most recent song until they release their new one is Bad Love, which is my other top 2 favourite HANA song. It is, I couldn't ask for anything better. It might be my favourite for that reason. Like, genuinely, Bad Love by HANA. The music video, impeccable. The song, impeccable. The lyrics, impeccable. The meaning, take it however you want to take it. Like, it's a song that seems at first like it just has one meaning. But then you kind of can think about it from different perspectives and sort of gain different interpretations of what it could actually mean. Like, it could be, you know, in a very, like, on-the-nose, like, love sense, like, romance sense. It could be in like, an industry sense. It could be, like, in a familial sense. Like, there are so many different ways you can take and process the song and the lyrics and the meaning. And the music video, too. So that's definitely, like, one of the best songs of all time as well. Like, Rose, Burning Flower, and Bad Love are definitely 3 songs that are absolutely up there for me. And if they're not in my Spotify Wrapped this year, that will be crazy. That will be crazy. But anyway, so that is HANA's songs. Yeah, so what I was saying about the sort of the songs having sort of different, like having sort of varying matches, like suiting the songs, suiting the members to varying degrees. Got there in the end. Yes, what I was saying about that, they have their like louder, more powerful songs, which you then think of like Chika, you think of Momoko, you think of I guess like Koharu in a sense, you think of Mahina definitely. But then what they did with Blue Jeans, which like I said is a lot more of like a stripped back song, they then gave a lot of the spotlight to Jisoo and Yuri, who are a lot more like, I'm pronouncing that so wrong, I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry, Japanese people. But anyway, yeah, so they gave them a lot more of a time to shine, both within the song and within the music video, because they both have love interests within the music video, like that's sort of the storyline. Jisoo looked really good in that music video, like the blue hair, sort of like goth vibe. I'm appreciative of that. I'm always appreciative of a goth vibe. But yeah, so that was a lot more of like a song and music video suited to those two. And then a song like Burning Flower, you saw a lot more, like I said, of like Momoko, Chika. You saw a lot of Naoko as well. So yeah, that's the vibe there. Now let me think if there's anything else I want to talk about when it comes to HANA. There are two final things I'll say about HANA, because I don't know how long I've been recording. Fucking hell, half an hour? Bloody hell, I can just yap for England, me. Anyway, so, the last two things I want to say about HANA. The first one. They are such a unique group. They don't have, you know, a conformity within their looks or their vocals, but that is just a power to them. Like, genuinely, you listen to a HANA song, you know who is singing. You know who it is in the music video. It doesn't take, you know with some groups, it takes, like, you have to, like, zoom in, like, times 50 on pictures of them to figure out which one it is based off of, like, which side a mole's on or whatever. Because the companies just love, like, an utter conformity. But with HANA, it's so opposite of that. Like, they all have their hair dyed different colours. They all, they don't all have one body type either, which is an absolutely fantastic representation, which is necessary and needed within not just society as a whole, but society nowadays. I feel like we're really reverting back to that, like, early 2000s body image era, which was harmful to me as someone who grew up in the 2000s, so I'm sure we don't need that back. But we are kind of regressing back to it, so I'm glad that Chanmina has really stepped up for that and been like, this was my vision, I am not going back on that. So I'm very, very happy about that. And like I said, just like their vocals are very different, their personalities are quite different as well when you watch their content, which admittedly, some of it doesn't have English subs, so I'm really struggling. Like, I really have been waiting for the Bad Love music video reaction, and then it doesn't have English subs, so I'm like, I've watched it anyway. Because, like, you know how, like, when you hear a language a lot, you can kind of, like, contextualize what they're vaguely talking about, but that doesn't mean that you know exactly what they're saying. That's kind of what I've had to do watching this music video reaction. But anyway, so yeah, once that gets English subs or someone else subtitles it for the fans, I will be very appreciative of that fact. But yeah, so there's that. And then my final point is, go fucking stream it. Watch all their music videos. Watch No No Girls if you have the time. Watch everything Chanmina's ever done. Like, you won't regret that one. And yeah. So, yeah. Go support anyone who is supporting HANA. You don't have to support me. But, and 100%, most important, go support HANA. They have a new single coming out. This is what happens when you don't script a video. This is what happens when I don't script a video. I sent it to Sharky, actually. Actually, no, because Instagram is doing this new bloomin' thing where when you click on it, it does it as if it's a reel, but it's a picture, so it's not even a reel. Yeah. So Hannah's new single, My Body, is a digital release single, comes out on the 13th of October 2025. So if you are watching this video before that date, please look forward to it. Watch it when it comes out. I'll probably do a reaction video to it, I'm not gonna lie, now that I'm getting back into the swing of things. And if that date has passed that you're watching this video, go and watch that music video if you haven't already. Even if you have, go watch it again. Support HANA. They're an amazing group. They're promoting really good images. No, you know what I mean. They're promoting really good things. They have a really good message. They're just a really good talented group, and they're also young and deserve so much success for their talents and for their mindsets and for just how much they stick to themselves as artists. So please, go support HANA, go support everyone supporting HANA, and take care of yourselves. For today, that's Pichu out. See you.